the man they call Debo Dev.
Who calls him that?
People call him Debo Dev.
Debo Dev.
Yeah. I know it doesn't coincide. It doesn't coincide with his fighting style, but yeah. So the man they call Debo Dev recently did a media workout in New York.
Yeah.
People are reacting to his physique. People are also reacting to Greg Hackett saying he saw leaked sparring in which he thinks that Dev is going to knock out Brian Norman Jr. You got some people that are agreeing with him, but for the most part, people are thinking either Dev by decision or Brian by knockout.
Okay.
Your strength and conditioning coach. Yeah. This is his first official full move to 47. The last fight was at a catchweight. Yeah. What are you seeing?
He looks good. He definitely looks filled.
Pause.
Yeah. please don't fuck me up on the comments on that one, y'all. Please, y'all. Like, yeah, first of all, there's a rule that there's no pause in strength and conditioning conversations or workouts. I'm just saying. But I think with Dev, this was a good decision because him being so young. Now, mind you, Dev never really fought in the amateurs in the elite level. He fought at 16, maybe 17, but I want to say 16, and then Bill turned him pro. So then he never really got a chance to grow as the way he should. But him being a young man, transforming, going through his stages of man, he looks great. He looks phenomenal. He looks strong. I didn't see the league sparring. I just saw the pad work that him and Mickey Bay were doing. And I like Mickey Bay, and Mickey Bay is very smart. So I think that was a great addition that Bill added Mickey Bay again into the camp. And I know that they worked before. So now he's back into the camp, which that's a great move. But as far as like his physique, he looks solid. He looks solid. Now, what people need to understand is Dev doesn't have the body type to just be a fat dude. You know what I'm saying? He still will be lean. Like, you may see it in his face. You know what I'm saying? But he can't get round. You know what I mean? So he has that genetic. He's blessed genetically where he can just do a couple things and then he's ripped up all over again. You know what I'm saying? So I don't want people to steer into that direction. Like, yo, he look ripped. He look this. He look that. That's genetics, bro. You know what I mean? That's like, when people are born with a six-pack. You can't do nothing about that. You know what I'm saying? It's just that's what it is.
I saw pictures of Alicia Baumgartner as a child.
Yeah, and she's stacked. You know what I'm saying?
She was cut
so
like
yeah, so it's like it doesn't matter genetically. If you fit for the part, you fit for the part. But that doesn't mean you still can. You could just look the part, but that doesn't mean anything else outside of it. It just looks intimidating from the outskirts. It's like having a bulldog or a pit bull. It look intimidating, nails, ears cut, tail cut, look all mean, and then when you pet it, it's all waggy and happy. You know what I'm saying? I'm not trying to say Dev is soft because he's not. But I think he looks good for 47 for sure. He's definitely looks solid. But I don't think he's going to come in as the bigger guy with Norman. Seeing Norman, I've seen both in person. And Dev definitely got good height. And he does walk around heavy. But Norman, to me, is more built compact. Like he got the big shoulders. He has the back, the chest. It's just he's more. He looks more compact, like a slimmer version of like a Kurt Scooby. You know what I'm saying? Like a Sean Porter. You know how Sean Porter has that build, and I think that's what how Norman's gonna come in at. But it works for Norman. So I've seen some of his conditioning workouts though. He used, I don't know the guy's name, so please excuse me if you see it. But he was doing some good shit though. Like, I ain't gonna lie, he was doing some nice stuff, working on some good fundamental stuff, keeping everything boxing, but also steering it into overall fitness thing. So yeah, I mean, it makes it interesting. I didn't see the video though. I didn't see the league sparring. I mean,
I knew you were picking Norman. Does watching Dev's training, his preparation, his body, does that change your pick heading into this fight? Why?
I just think I think this went a little beyond what we're looking at as far as what's on paper. I think this fight has gone incredibly personal, especially when you start dissing family members. When you start bringing family in this, when Norman's aunt died of cancer, so it was like, that struck a nerve with him. So you just don't know people, you know what I'm saying? And I've had conversations with people all the time that they can be calm and cool, they can be quiet, they can look soft, they could be a pretty boy or whatever, but if you bring a certain attention into a light and you trigger them, you never know what you're gonna get. So I think this fight became more personal. So I think even though Dev is training for a world title fight at a new weight class and he is taking it serious, I think Norman is not only taking it serious, he's taking it more personal. And it's not towards Dev. I think it's more towards Bill. So I think, whatever beef personally goes on between Bill and Norm and Senior or whatever the case is, that's on them. But I think Norman's taking it a lot more serious on that end. But if I go with stylistically, Dev is the better fighter. Dev got the better jab. Dev got the better movements. Dev is the better boxer. I'm just curious to find out what's going to happen when he gets hit. If he gets hit by either hand of Norman, what's going to happen? Like, what goes on in Dev's mind? Like, does he get kind of like that PTSD from his previous fights when he got hurt? Now, there's a difference because Devin got hurt against Linares, I believe.
Yeah, Linares.
In one of those fights, he got hurt and he wobbled into the corner.
Yeah. But
he made a beautiful adjustment and outboxed the rest of the fight. When he fought Ryan, let's scrape the accusations and let's just keep it on paper and what's statistic. He brought the fight to him. And it seems like Dev's ability for boxing is really high caliber. He could box circles around you. But when it comes down to it, can he bite the mouthpiece down and fight? That's what I'm curious about. And I think Norman has that. When I've seen him fight Boca Chica and he got knocked down and then Boca Chica threw that little sneaky little elbow shot and it caught Norman and it cut him, Norman was still in the game. He was still willing to rumble. So I'm curious. I've never seen Dev in that type of situation other than Ryan. But stylistically and on paper, if we put it like, how you go on Madden and you see the stats of each player, Devin is much better. But, Norman may have the more will and he also has the more dog in him than Dev do. So I'm gonna go with Norman.
Yo, for me, I can't fully say that because it takes a lot for you to constantly get up. Like Ryan was putting that shit on Dev. He got up every time.
But now, not to cut you off, but let's say Dev was the B-side. Would that fight have been stopped?
Dev was the B-side though.
I don't think he was, bro.
He was though.
Bro, because there was a round where that shit was bad.
Yeah,
I think he got dropped twice and he was hurt.
I think Dev is not your typical B-side, but I think in that particular situation, he was the B-side though.
Why? Because Ryan was bringing more money in?
It was Ryan Garcia down on his promotion.
Mm-hmm.
It was Garcia versus Haney.
But Devin Haney also has his own promotional company. So
yeah, but no, I said it was on their promotion. It was a Golden Boy promoted fight. I can't say that neither one has heart over the other.
Yeah. Okay. All right. That's fair. That's fair. But it is a lot though. Like to get hit, get back up, get hit, get back up, and finish a whole fight. 100% credit to that. You know what I mean? But I don't know, man. I don't know. I do believe that Dev is the better boxer. That's for sure. But I just think that, I think Norman Norman has a different insight about him. He has a different click in his mind that I think he's going to try to go after. If Dev can box all 12 rounds and establish a good jab and use that ring, he going to outbox circles around Norman. Other than that, I don't know. What's going to happen when it turns into a fight?
I got more questions than answers. That's why I said
That's
50,
what I'm saying. Yeah, it's 50-50. Yeah, for sure.